Alrighty, here we got a demo of this Circuit Domain's number monitor. So let's just power it on and let's get into it. So basically, it's primarily used as a passive or high impedance monitor, number monitor or data monitor, and it's obviously monitoring real time between two devices, and in a way, or in such a way, since it's high impedance, so it doesn't interrupt the circuitry in any way at all. So in essence, basically like an inline tap, if you like, that is real time, and it uses two IDC connectors. In this particular case, it's obviously between the radio and the DigiMax light kit, also by Circuit Domain, and so that you can verify encodes and diagnose and so forth. So just another point to note is that if you weren't using it for DigiMax Lite or a channel kit in line, you could also power it externally by this power header here and switch this power source from I/O to external, and so then you could monitor any kind of a binary or BCD encoding or number system. So here you can have the output as hex, and as mentioned, it'll also read BCD. But since we're dealing with this PLL02A Scorpion radio, I'll mostly be just demoing in the decimal format. And so yeah, as we're going through the channels, you'll notice the encode just tracks as you'd expect it to. So let me just find, there we go. So yeah, that makes total sense. Channel 1 on the PLL02A with standard crystal assignment. It should be encode 255 as it's showing there. So the other things that I just want to mention also, that the binary little squares on the bottom are always present no matter what setting, no matter what. So they will literally correspond to the 4, 8, 10. Well, in this case, 9 lines used, because this radio or PLL is capable of 512 all up. But anyway, so that bottom binary squares just gives you an easy representation of what the logic level should be at each, in this example, the PLL binary encode lines. Basically, the other option that this new version, number 2 from Circuit Domain for this number monitor, allows for options of two kinds of fonts. And basically, to access the second font, this is the first font, which is a more of a sort of a modern LED style looking font. If you want to access the second font, the easiest way to do that is simply turn the radio off, hold down the binary key, power on, wait for that to display, the F2, and then let go. And you'll notice that the font now goes back to the classic font that Mac used in the number monitor version 1. And you notice it's just that sort of more bubble sort of look font. But what I'm going to do is just switch it back to the first font, which is more of an LED display. And there we go. F1, and just let it finish. So basically, there you go. That's extremely versatile. Can be used for radio channel kits, for many other uses where binary representations in real time are very handy to monitor and to view in multiple number formats like decimal, BCD, or hex. So if I put the scan on, you can easily see that the numbers will just start scrolling through as you're watching the radio scrolling through their encode. So completely matching, and works beautifully. So go on, get on eBay or get on Circuit Domain website, order yourself one of these kits. You seriously can't go wrong, and it's the best piece of troubleshooting hardware possible for any kind of channel kit and many other uses. So what I'm going to do is, once this section of the video I'm going to finish up, I'll show you in the next section how the encryption and decryption features work in order to make copying the font impossible. But yeah, you must remember that the encryption routine itself is lightning fast, it is absolutely faster than even accessing the information from the EEPROM itself. So it's completely seamless and very, very highly efficient. So I'm just going to stop this up here now and flick onto the next section of the video so I can show you what the encryption and decryption routine looks like. So I'll be back in just a moment. Thank you. Alrighty, here's the part of the video that I really wanted to show you, as mentioned before, regarding the encryption and decryption of the fonts, specifically on this external flash EEPROM. As you may have noticed, we have now removed the authentic matching microcontroller and reinserted just a dummy, well, not a dummy, but a dummy software, I should say, which has the wrong passkey in it. So as I turn it on, you notice the kit will boot up as usual with a logo and everything seems to be running fine, but when it comes to decoding the encodes, you'll see that the three boxes are now obviously obscured and the information is not readable. But of course the row along the bottom of the OLED, which are your encode binary indicators, are still responding as they should. So yeah, basically as long as you have the correct matching passkey microcontroller for the matching serial external EEPROM, then the font will go back to usual as it was beforehand. So Mac is offering, he is offering an application for EEPROM external, encryption and decryption, and they will be available from Dircuit Domain. So just speak to Mac, and he will organise that for you. So that's this part of the video. And yeah, basically just showing the encryption and decryption. Alright, cheers. And finally, here's just a quick demo of an old clip I took with a radio that uses one of the UPD 858 PLLs that require BCD encoding. Anyhow, just a quick clip showing that here, obviously, it's just decoding the BCD version of encoding rather than we showed you previously on the binary style with the PLL02A and subsequent others. But anyway, just a quick demo showing that that's the BCD version. And yes, just note that this is the old firmware version 1 with no external EEPROM fonts. So anything that Mac from Dircuit Domain sells now will be version 2, and also with an external font, serial external EEPROM. But anyway, just to show you that here it does work quite fine, and on the BCD version as well.